So, Velma 2 came out and, well, I'm on spring break and thought, what the heck? I'll just watch all episodes, even though people say it's very bad and don't watch it, and, what the fuck? It is Nari here, and as I said before, I am currently on spring break, and let me tell you, it has actually been like the most relaxing look I've actually had since I started my freshman year. And let me just say, I actually didn't want to plan a video at first, but then I heard that Velma 2 came out, and well, I decided to watch it, because why not? I was bored anyway, but now I kind of regret it. I mean, I don't fully regret it, but I'm just saying that we really need to talk about this because let me just put this out there. In case you didn't watch it, they might be making a season 3. Now, if you haven't seen or heard of Velma, or ever watched the show, let's just say that it's actually supposed to be a Scooby-Doo show, but a lot of people didn't actually like it for kind of few reasons. Well, actually a lot of reasons, from the writing, to the character design, to even name changing. I'm talking about Shaggy, which they changed to Norville for some reason. So in the first season, basically we left off with Fred's mom being a murderer, and Fred believing that she was possessed by Norville's grandmother, which was obviously stupid, but who am I to judge? When we finally got the second season, dear God, I'm not gonna say it was good. I'm not gonna say it was bad either. I mean, there was a little bit of character development, or not at all, I'm not really sure. But all I can say is that we got a few surprising back turn. It was just all over the place. God, where do I even begin from? Fred thinking that his mom was still possessed when she died?
Coincidence. My mom wasn't a serial killer. She was possessed by the ghost of Norville's grandmother. How is that so hard to understand?
Not to mention, we have Shaggy, or, well, Norville, that is basically being haunted by Fred's mother. Well, he thought he was having hallucinations, but then we, later learned that he's actually being haunted. Oh yeah, and Fred turned religious now for some reason. I guess to hunt down the ghost.
Are you religious now? I thought rich guys only worshipped Ayn Rand and feet.
We do, but I had to become Catholic for my spooky stuff hunting business. Customers expect it.
And let's not forget that Velma and Daphne are officially dating. Hooray! But we'll get into that later. So, let's finally get into Velma the character and Velma the show and all that kind of stuff. So basically, following from season 1, Velma didn't actually change. Well, I think she kind of changed at the end, but then again, she's still saying stuff like this.
Is basically a boring know-it-all. I think we should ostracize them until they transfer schools.
Be on you like brown on rice.
The worst kind of rice.
Oh, and we also get introduced to this new character named Amber, whose pronouns are they, them, so I guess Velma also, identifies the LGBTQ community, so I guess that's good as well. But I feel like Amber would actually be a better partner than Velma, and I'm not saying that because of anything else, but, well, just look at this.
For different body parts. Or soulmates.
Oh my God, do you really want to have a deep conversation about our feelings right now?
Yes!
Fine. Punch it, Fred.
Yeah, after watching that clip, I still kind of thought why Daphne still stayed with Velma, despite all that she did being an asshole, but then again, who am I to judge? Yeah, so fast forward to episode 5 or 6, I think, where Fred, drops his whole holy act after he learns more about the Catholic Church because of Velma's suggestion.
On the Catholic Church.
Fine. This'll be good. Oh my God. I have to give him 10% of my gross income? What a scam! I am out.
Moving on, later in the episodes, we see that Velma's mom is now dating Fred's father after, Fred's mom's death. Oh, and Shaggy, or Norville, still thinks that he's, having hallucinations about Fred's mom's death that he caused by accident, and he kind of did a little bit of a procedure that caused him to lose his empathy for like 1 or 2 episodes. Then, they just got all the tension because Norville refused to apologize. Meanwhile, Velma is indulging in her new lifestyle with a rich dad. And then we finally move on to... well, they all have the tension. This is like episode 6, and Daphne has a little bit of an identity crisis, I think, where she starts saying that, she's joining Ember in the seance stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then, well, at the end of the episode, we see a little bit of conflict between Velma and Daphne, where I feel like this is like, the biggest part where Velma screwed up as a girlfriend.
I am.
That's not true. It can't be. Because it's not the unknown that freaks me out. It's idiots like you who ignore facts and science that do.
Yeah, so then they wanted to take a break from each other for a while, and then we find out that Norville's grandmother was actually alive the whole time, but she's been hiding because she thought that Project Scooby was, inactive, when actually it was still active. But then... well, I don't really actually know Project Scooby for sure because it was a little confusing, in my opinion. But basically, Project Scooby was to, just like infiltrate young people and stuff and like get the designer for military. I think, like I said, it just went back and forth. Anyway, the number one thing I wanted to cover in this video was the fact that this show decided to scar me for life by making Scooby-Doo, the dog, my favorite cartoon dog, switch him up and make him into a little abomination and called him Scrappy, which is short for shitty and crappy. Can you believe that?
So you're the evil super soldier? A talking dog named Scrappy? How is that even possible?
How is it possible? Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta! Puppy power! And cutting-edge technology. Mostly cutting-edge technology.
This show took Scooby-Doo and made him into an experiment, basically turning him into a cartoon dog that's not even named Scooby. They named him Scrappy and made him a villain, a murderer that bites off the balls of men, specifically the men that were involved in Project Scooby. Do you see the situation I see? And with the big fat cherry on top with all of it, we find out that Uncle Scooby was actually Velma's stepmother, Sophie. It turned out that Sophie turned herself into Uncle Scooby because she wanted to finally be taken seriously by the other military people, and so she put on a bodysuit and called herself, well, they named her Uncle Scooby. But then when Scrappy went rogue, she had no other choice but to join him so he wouldn't hurt her family. I mean, props to her for protecting, herself and technically her family. But still, I mean, even I didn't figure out that she had, reasons. I didn't even suspect at all that she was, a part of it all. I mean, do you see what I'm trying to say here? Because, oh my god. Anyway, time to wrap up here. So, Scrappy dies because Velma, possessed him and, took over his body, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, Velma's dead. And at first, we thought that she couldn't come back, but then we find out that she can only be, brought back on Halloween for some reason, because, I don't know, Day of the Dead, blah, blah, blah. Then, that's the end of Season 2, and we might get a Season 3. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like, share, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm just so exhausted, even though I have the entire week, but yeah. Anyway, if you want to go watch Velma, you know where to watch it. I think HBO Max or something, and bye!